Hi everyone, my name is JT Pilot, and today we'll be making another video. This time we'll be covering the September 2024 1/400 scale die-cast model airplane news. And yes, so the month of September has been a very jam-packed month, and we have had a lot of new releases from NG models, Gemini Jets, JC Wings, Aeroclassics, Phoenix models, and some other brands. So yes, in today's video we'll be covering all the releases, and I've added a few new brands into the mix of what brands we will cover in this series. So that's really exciting. So nonetheless, let's get started. It's going to be a pretty long news video today. And yes. So Ingevoss has announced their September releases, so we'll begin started. So they announced a Southwest 747-800 in the Triple Crown 1 livery, so this is going to be a fantastic release. Can't wait to have it. NG did a great job on California 1, so can't wait to get this model. Hopefully the color will be right, so that'd be a great model to add to my Southwest State collection. And this is one of the final Southwest liveries I don't have in my collection, one of the modern Southwest liveries, so that's really exciting. Ingevoss has also announced an American 747-MAX 8. This is another fantastic release. It should be a perfect model, so that's going to be great. And I will be replacing my Gemini Disc version with this model, just because my Gemini Disc version has rocket ship engines, and it's missing an antenna. So yes, we haven't had an American Max 8 in 3 years. There's that Gemini Disc release I was talking about. That was released back in 2021. So yeah, so it's a good time to re-release one, and I know this will be a popular choice among American collectors. So this is going to be a great release there. Can't wait to have it, and hopefully NG nails the gray color once again. NG has also announced several United 737 MAX 8s. They have announced one in the standard livery, one in the sustainable fuel livery there, so the environmental livery there, the MAX 8 version. This livery has been repainted, by the way. They have announced one in the United Together livery and one in the United Aviate livery. So I will be getting the regular United Max 8 to replace my Gemini Jets one, which also has rocket ship engines, and I'll be getting the United Aviate one because I may join the United Aviate program in the near future at my aviation college. So yes, United Aviate is a pilot program, so I'm not going too much in depth of it, but basically it's a program that aspiring pilots at a college will join, and yes, United Aviate will lead to a direct pathway to United Airlines, to a seat at United. So that's a really cool program there. I may join it. We'll have to see. Just stay tuned to my Instagram account because this depends how my flying goes. Yeah, it's been going good so far. So we'll have to see. So this is gonna be a cool plane. Have definitely going to get it. I may get the United Together one as well. Just depends on money and yeah, So we'll see. Intel has also announced a Bonza 737 Max 8 in the Flare hybrid livery. It's a good sign that they're doing this model because hopefully they'll be doing a Flare Max 8 in the regular livery soon because they've already did this model, so I assume they already produced the Flare Max to coincide with this model. So I'll definitely get the Flare Max if they do that. I'm not gonna get this model even just because it's a hybrid livery. Engine models has also announced a Delta A350 in the LA28 livery. There's one in the regular configuration and one in the Ultimate Collection. So I'll definitely get this model as well. Such a beautiful livery there. It'd go great with my Team USA A350 from NG Models, which they also nailed. So a lot of models I'm buying this month. I'm buying 6 from the NG September set, so that's a lot of planes. But NG, they nailed it for the US collectors at least. NG Models also announced an Emirates A350, so that is a very unique release. I heard a lot of people have been wanting this model from NG, so that's great that NG's doing it. It's going to be way better than the Gemini Disc version. I already had the Gemini Disc version, so it's a decent model. I'm probably not going to replace it, but yeah, this is still going to be a great model though, and it's very interesting to see NG doing an Emirates model since Gemini Disc has a monopoly over the Emirates models. It's because they have the license, so it's very strict licensing too. So I wonder how Emirates will respond to this release. And NH also announced a series of Lufthansa 747-8. So they announced one, which shows Delta Alpha Bravo Yankee Alpha. They announced one Delta Bravo Yankee Alpha in some sort of Olympics title. And they also announced Delta Alpha Bravo Charlie. So I'll be getting Delta Alpha Bravo Charlie because this has the correct livery. Delta Alpha Bravo Yankee has a slightly altered livery, which Inchwell's I don't think has captured in this CGI image. So I'll just begin Charlie since this is a more accurate model. Been wanting Lufthansa 747-8 in my collection, and been wanting to review the NG 747-8 mold. So I'll be getting that model, so stay tuned for a review of that on my YouTube channel. Ingevoss also announced a Fantasy Malaysia Airlines 777-300. No, nothing else really to say about that. It's this boring fantasy model. They also announced an Air Canada 777-300 in the Go Canada Go livery. So a lot of other manufacturers have released this. I believe Phoenix, Aviation Forget, and JC Wings have announced this model. So yeah, so you get to pick which ones you like. But this still will be a great model, and hopefully NG will do a regular Air Canada 333. I've seen a lot of requests for that aircraft. NG has also announced a duo of UPS 747-8, so it's great to see they're doing UPS models again, even though Gemini just has released this aircraft a few times before, but it's okay. So they announced so they announced two of them in a variety of stickers. So I believe this is a Queen of Sky sticker there, and this is a Joe Sutter sticker there. So it's really cool to see these models. These haven't been done before, though, so at least it's a little different from the Gemini Jets versions. Intel has also announced a China Eastern 737-800 in this Peacock livery, so they announced two of those. They've announced a re-release of the AGN A321neo, so yes, so they did this aircraft February 2023, so getting a re-release of that. I don't think it's necessary, though, but it's all good. At least they spread that one out a little bit. And NG also has announced a series of light aircraft. So basically, I've gotten a lot of questions about these. NG light models are basically models that they're less detailed, they don't have rolling landing gear, and they have no antennas. But other than that, it's the same quality you'll get at the NG model, so it's a great way to save money if you are on a budget. So NG also has announced 3 of them from the set. So they announced a Qatar 777-300 in the retro livery. By the way, the standard version will be coming out with this release as well, because that model's been delayed for a few months, so it's great to see that model's finally coming out. They have also announced a Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Desert Gold livery and one in the Canyon Blue livery. So if you're interested in those models, if you're interested in those, I recommend to get them. Not going to get the Southwest models though, because I've already had those in the collection from NG to split the antennas. I don't really need to have another 2 without aerial, so not going to get those though. So yeah, don't mind the F-18 in the background. And NG has also announced a brand new stand for their models, and basically this stand allows you to place your aircraft right in the center, and yeah, it requires no stand hold. I've seen a lot of criticism about this, but this will be a 1-400 and the 1-200 stand. And I know we're not doing 1-200 news, but NG has also announced a series of United Maxes and 1-200, including 3 Max 10s and 1 Max 9 in an Evo Blue livery. So hopefully NG will release the Evo Blue livery next month. Gemini has also announced a really good September set, so for US collectors at least, including the Allegiant 737 MAX 8 at long last. So can't wait to get this model, and yeah, definitely will be getting this model. Probably the only model will be getting from the Gemini September set, but could be great release. Yeah, it's 737 MAX 8 200, so Gemini's first release of that aircraft, and it's registration number 810 Mike Golf. So that's gonna be a great release there. Yeah, Gemini just finally, they finally released this model, and they released it pretty early, so that's really great to see, because this aircraft just rolled out of the paint shop, and I believe Allegiant will be putting these into service very soon. Gemini has also announced the Alaska 737 MAX saying the Honor Those Who Served livery. This aircraft does have an error in the CJ image, it's missing a star on that. I was going to get this aircraft, but from what comments I've seen online, is missing the star there. It's supposed to have 6 and only has 5 on the little emblem there. So that's pretty unfortunate. So hopefully NG wants to release this aircraft and I'll buy the NG version instead. But yeah, it's still a beautiful aircraft. If you don't really care about the detail, then it's still going to be a good model. Gemini has also announced a Delta MD-90 in the Delta Flight livery. I may get this model. We'll have to see. Yeah, I don't have enough room or money to get this model right now. Maybe a Christmas model. We'll have to see. But still, beautiful aircraft, and their MD-90 model is great. They also announced the United States Flight 700 in the Soul Bass livery. It's been around 5 years since one of these have been done. I believe NG did one 2018, so about almost 6 years actually. So yeah, Flight 7 most of Gemini is just okay though. But if you don't have the NG version, I highly recommend getting this model. I believe Aeroclassics may have done this model at some point as well. Gemini has also announced a Qantas Link A220-300 in the standard livery. I know all Australian collectors have been excited about that, so that's a good release there. They've also announced the Trump Vance 737-800. They've also announced the Discover A330-300, so some of these are future releases that are being done finally. Yes, this is going to be a good model here. I want to wait until NG does this model though, because Gemini's A330 model is just okay. And yeah. Then Gemini has also announced a Delta 767-400 in the Breast Cancer Awareness livery, the pink livery, so that's really great to see there. But Panda Models has already done this model on a better mold, so I just wait for the Panda version. Skip this release. Gemini has also done the Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 with the Thank You MD-11 titles. And Gemini has announced some military aircraft. So here's some Gemini Max releases. They announced the C-17 from Dover Air Force Base. So it's great to see another one of those. I know these are somewhat popular. They've also announced the Turkish Air Force E-400M. So that's a really great release there. And seen a lot of good things, a lot of good comments about that release. And then Gemini just has announced one feature release, and it's the Aeromexico 747-800 in the new livery. So I really like this new livery, really like the pink on it. Yeah, this is their CGI image. It's very pixelated, but yeah, I'll wait for NG to do that model though, because Gemini 747-800 mold isn't the best. Really the wing flex, the large scimitars, and the nose shape really bother me on that model. Aeroclassics has announced their September releases, so here are their September releases. Pretty standard Aeroclassics set. The main highlights are the United 747-800 in the Battleship Grey livery, and the Northwest 747-400 in the Air New Zealand one. They did botch these though from pictures I've seen and reviews I've seen, so probably wouldn't get this if I were you, but it's this Aeroclassics, so what do you really expect from them? And yeah, that's Sudan 747-800 is missing some wings on that. Interesting. It is Aeroclassics, so not much else to really say about it. JC Wings has announced their October releases, so I know this is for the September release video, but they announced these in the September month, so we'll be covering them in today's video. So here is their releases for October, and it's actually a pretty good set from JC Wings, in my opinion. So, main highlights, Aeromexico Connect E170 is a good release. Really want an E190 for the collection, so I would definitely get that if it's the E190, but this aircraft is retired. So the Slovak Republic Fokker is a great release there. And then the Avianca Cargo A330-200 is a good release there. The Japan A350s 1000s is a decent release, even though NG models and Navy have already done their release. I'd get one of those versions, and yeah, and I'll probably get the NG version in the future. Hopefully, it'll be a CRP model. Cathay Pacific Cargo is being done, so it's a good release there. United Star Alliance 767-400 is being done by JC Wings. Panda models has already done this model, but I just get the Panda version, and then because it's the same exact Gemini just mold. STS A321, that's a great release there. I got no complaints about that. Singapore 50 is a good release. ITA A220 is a good A220 is a good release. That China Eastern A340, that's a good release down there. And then the Fly Pacific Blue E190 is a good release, and the BMI, I believe that's the 747-400 it looks like, and that's a good release there. So overall, what a fantastic set there from JC Wings. And then HX Model / Patriot Models has announced their September releases, and they announced a DC-10 and the house livery. So that's a really cool release there. And they've also announced the Tanker DC-10. So I believe they're using Aeroclassics molds, but they're updating them to add antennas and rolling landing gear. So these are going to be good releases there. I may get one of these for review. They are available at West Coast Diecast, so I'll probably get one of them for review. These are really cool releases, though. The Tanker one does catch my interest, though. So that's such a cool release there. Can't wait to see how these models turn out. And HX Model / Patriot Models has announced a brand new mold, and that is the 747-400. So this is going to be a great mold here from the pictures I've seen. So it looks great there. So yeah, it's going to be great to have another one of these on the market, because the 747-400 is a very popular aircraft. 3D Design Deck. This is a Canadian company, has announced their releases. So these are 3D models. So I believe they're made out of high quality plastic. So these are going to be great models. And yeah, so might as well cover them in this news video because it's a new brand. So might as well give them some recognition. So they have announced their October releases. So they'll be doing a selection of 747-800s, one in the Corona Aviation livery and one in the AirTran livery. So I'll probably get an AirTran one for review, so stay tuned. These models look great. They do have 3D antennas. They have beacon lights as well. Yeah, so there's a Challenger down there as well, and I believe a Q200, Q300 down there. So from Air Inuit. So these are fantastic releases there. Yeah, great to see them from those guys. And one more thing I forgot to mention, Jacksonville has announced some Beechcraft aircraft. So yeah, for their October releases there. So not October releases, but they just announced them. So I will probably be reading this soon as well. So a lot's been going on recently, so just had to mention that. And proceeding on to our last release in this video, I do believe it is the Phoenix October set. And this is a really diverse set. So they have announced the FedEx MD-11, so pretty standard release there. Gemini has done this aircraft a few times, so there you go. And that's a Voletta A320. This has never been done in 100 before. It's a good release. Now it's a Monarch A330. Another good release there. Fantastic retro release. They announced a Rwandair A330. They've announced the Austrian A340 in the older livery, so that's a really cool release there. They've announced the Edelweiss A350. I believe Gemini Jets and AV400 have already done this model and it has already put this model as a future release, and I believe Phoenix has already got this model out. So, yeah, so there you go. And yeah, or maybe not. Has Phoenix done this model already? No. This is their first release there. Going to be good release. This will probably be the first Edelweiss A350 that's out, and yeah, it's an okay mold. So, yeah. Phoenix has also announced an Air Tanzania 737 MAX 9, probably the best release in my opinion. This release it is a very unique African carrier that nobody else has done a 737 MAX 9 model of, so that's really great to see. So yeah, really beautiful livery there. They've announced an Atlas Air 777-777F, so that's another fairly recent aircraft to come out, so that's really great to see. Yeah, so that's a good release there. Phoenix's 777 mold is great. They've also announced a Cathay Pacific 777-300 in the new livery, so I know a lot of collectors have been looking forward to this aircraft. They've also announced a LL 787-9 in their new livery, so there you go. They've also announced a Kenya Airways 77-8 with a beautiful special livery on this. That's a beautiful aircraft. They've also announced an Air Nambia 767-300. And here are my picks from the September releases from the manufacturer. So I'll begin the Legion Max 8 from Gemini Jets. I'll begin the Southwest Triple Crown 1 from NG. And I'll begin the NG American Max 8, NG Delta 850 LA28 livery. And the standard one, they did do an Ultimate one, by the way. And I'll begin 2 United Max 8s, one in the standard livery and one in the Aviator livery. And I'll begin the Lufthansa 747-8i. And that's it for this video. So I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video and have a wonderful day. Bye.